Well, well, well. Things are not looking good for Diddy if you need a quick refresher on what's going on with a rapper. We got you covered. Cassie Ventura, the R&B singer, and Diddy's former partner filed a lawsuit against P. Diddy accusing him of rape, sex trafficking, and consistent physical abuse. Throughout the relationship, one that persisted since she was 19 years old, Venture is now 37. Just for reference, some pretty serious accusations. If you ask me, however, the lawsuit was quickly settled, and when I said I mean the two reached the settlement the day after Cassie filed, less than 48 hours. Though the official amount is yet to be disclosed, there are pretty intense rumors that the lawsuit was settled for nothing less than nine figures, $100 million, which is definitely more than just loose change. I guess Diddy can kiss his billionaire status goodbye. In my opinion, throwing that kind of cash as easily as Diddy did makes him look a whole lot worse. And although that lawsuit may be set fled for now, that doesn't mean Diddy is sleeping easy. Rumor has it that although Diddy settled pretty easily, it wasn't the case for Ventura, as she was apparently forced to drop the lawsuit by none other than Diddy himself, which is to be expected. Allegedly, the rapper came after the R&B singer's family, threatening her and her loved ones if she didn't drop the suit, and seeing his pattern of behavior, we're not too surprised if this happens to be the case, though perhaps these claims may seem like a bit of a stretch. We wouldn't exactly put it past Diddy to get his hands dirty if he truly had to. Word on the street is that he's already done it a few times before. What's one more plus? Diddy had a lot to lose. Who knows how many and what kind of skeletons would have fallen from his closet had he gone to court. Of course, this was before the whole denial song and dance. We're familiar with Diddy vehemently denying any and all accusations thrown his way, turning the tables on Cassie and accusing her of being after his money and putting all the blame on her. Instead, apparently Venture had planned to release a tell-all book about her experience and her relationship with a rapper. Of course, Diddy's lawyer wrote it off as a vindictive narrative and labeled her desire to write a book as blad and blabmail. As a result, Ventura opted to file a lawsuit for the emotional and physical damages Diddy had put her through, which of course, once again, Diddy's lawyer labeled as baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. Firing back, Cassie's lawyer released a statement exposing Diddy for attempting to silence her countless times in an effort to prevent her from going public. Nevertheless, she rejected his hush money and stepped up in the name of women who are still suffering in silence, though both parties have released individual statements in which they claim they have chosen to resolve matters amicably. It doesn't really seem that there was anything amicable about it. Their relationship, plus, no matter how much money I may have, I don't think anyone who's truly innocent could drop 100 mil or any figure really as easily as Diddy did. The lawsuit is pretty severe. Cassie accuses the rapper of sex trafficking, human trafficking, sexual batteries, and gender-motivated violence, along with exerting complete control over her life after signing to his record label Bad Boy Records. If you think that's the end of it, buckle up, cuz we haven't even told you half of it. As it turns out, even Cassie is slightly involved, as Diddy apparently targeted the fellow rapper who is apparently romantically involved with Cassie, following a rough pact with Diddy in 2011. To make matters worse, Cassie recalls being forced by Diddy to participate in sexual acts with nail workers and being unwillingly recorded during said acts. As if that wasn't enough, according to Ventura, Diddy plied her with drugs and alcohol, which ultimately led to Cassie developing addictions that would later on control her life. This excludes the absolute psychological distress Diddy put her through, which goes as far as blowing up a man's car, dangling a friend over a 17th floor balcony, and asking her to carry his gun in her purse. Despite all this, Ventura refused to alert authorities of Diddy's behavior, expressing concern over giving him another reason to hurt her. With that in mind, Diddy's lawyer Benjamin Brofman released a statement that reads, "Just so clear a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best. If this sounds iffy to you, trust me, you're not the only one someone with Diddy's power and influence could easily counter super defamation and potentially walk away in a crushing victory. We've seen it happen countless times, especially in the world of sebum. So why would he settle as easily and as fast as he did? The answer is as simple as evidence, considering how severe Ventura's accusations are. The consequences he may face go beyond a simple slap on the wrist and a few 100 bills? We're talking big money here and potential jail time. He probably thought it was his just easier to drop the money and skip the jail time while he can. Let's face it, if Diddy really thought he was innocent, if he really thought he was falling victim to defamation and wrongful accusations, then I truly don't think he would have folded as fast as he did. Settling may not be an explicit admission of any wrongdoing, but in this circumstance, it might as well be, especially as fast as he did in this particular case. Evidence has been thrown flat out into the public, and the more exposure Diddy Ruse's Ventura gets, the more skeletons from the rapper's closet are revealed if you look closely into their relationship, if you can even call it that at this point. The signs were all there. In fact, Diddy himself hasn't been too shy about his treatment of Cassie, going as far as recording a disturbing video of his former partner hiding and curled up around a blanket on the floor as he berates her, asking her what you got to say now? What you got to say now? You ain't got to say, Cassie, we assume what? Too afraid to even utter a word, horrifying even P, did he expose himself on that one. Not only does there seem to be evidence surmounting against him, and mind you, this is strictly what has been revealed to the public, who knows what else might be lurking in his closet, but might have thought that if he just quiets down and settles the lawsuit, this would be the end of his concerns. What are 9 figures or 8 for the price of your freedom? Anyway, well, Diddy might have thought wrong, because the more the case unfolds, the more women have been encouraged to speak up about Diddy's abusive nature. Following Cass's lawsuit, 3 other women have sued the rap mogul and come forward about Diddy's sexual misconduct. One of the chain due that have come forward recalls Diddy and fellow musician Aaron Hall got her intoxicated until she was coerced into having sex with Diddy. Once the rapper was done with the assault, Hall allegedly barged into the room and forced her to have with him this time around. As if that wasn't enough, Diddy showed up where Jane Doe was staying a few days later, choking her until she passed out because he was afraid she would tell the girl he was dating at the time. In response, a spokesperson for Diddy had this to say: the claims involving alleged misconduct against Mr. Combs from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute are all completely denied and rejected by him. He recognizes this as a money grab because of Mr. Combs' fame and success. He is an easy target for users who will falsify the truth without conscience or consequence for a financial benefit. Now, I can't have much of an opinion here, considering the 3 cases have been kept very hush-hush and under wraps as of now, but keeping Diddy's track record with Ventura in mind, I wouldn't put it past him to display a certain pattern of behavior when it comes to women as far as Ventura goes. We hope she is currently safe with her family. We hope she feels she got the justice she deserves and feels proud for.